We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Denver Broncos.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
And off we go from Denver. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mims in motion left. Right to the air goes Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Franklin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mims in motion left. Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Evan Ingram brings up 3rd down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now it's Nix. That is caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Nix to throw again. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Broncos put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, 49ers nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Purdy. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
It's 2nd down.
Purdy. he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
Here's Guerrero on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Watch out! 21. Here we go. Hands up. Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Purdy looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Purdy now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's Nix. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw is Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
49ers 7. To kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Yeah, you. Yellow.
Purdy from his own end zone. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
A gain of 19 yards. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Go ahead.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this one too low.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Purdy going to give it to Garindo. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 35-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Now Purdy.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Broncos' 18-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Here's Guerendo.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Isaac Guerendo
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the 49ers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Throwing Nix. He'll air this one out from Mims. And that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Nix to the air. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Captain. Hold on, son. Hold on. Ready.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw, here's Nix. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Nix from the shotgun. This is caught. Touchdown. Adam Troutman, 27 yards. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do your offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want it in with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Niners take over first and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
Back to throw. Purdy. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 29 yards. And the 49er first down.
Purdy from the gun. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Purdy sets up to throw again. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll be brought down at the 27.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Purdy. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's Purdy. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Purdy looking to throw. That's complete to Pearsall. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st.
A gain of 15 yards. Brings up.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Purdy on 4th down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey from 19 yards away. And the Niners take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Broncos 27, 49ers 21. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Nick's going to keep this himself. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Purdy now to throw. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And the 49er, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
That's another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 20.
Looking to throw. Purdy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
A handoff running right, Garindo. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now Purdy. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes the throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Niners have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the third quarter. But hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10.
Bombers. To the right, yeah.
To throw is Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Here's Nix.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
That is caught. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
It's a gain of 20.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 2 plays already up near midfield.
Well, partner, they can move quick when they have to, and right now, they're looking really good.
A 28-yard gain. First down.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
Here we go, boys. Yellow. Here we go, here we go. That's up, man. Yellow. Go ahead, go ahead. Here we go. Yellow. 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 Up.
Back to throw now on first down. Gets this one a use check. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And now an audible here into something else.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the 49er.
Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. And two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Uno.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now.
27. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Olay. Hold on, son. Ready. Bombers. Captain.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
It's a loss of 8.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
They'll come up now. This is second and long.
Hold on, son. Olay. Ready. Olay.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
Bombers.
They'll look to throw.
Nick's going to keep this himself.
And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
49ers 34. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Flexing his muscle at the 30.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. They'll come up first and 10 here.
Here we go. 18.
Purdy to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
Welcome, football fans, to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, a fun one on tap for us. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the San Francisco 49ers. Ready to get this game started. Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now it's 3rd and short. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's downfield. He's got it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 41.
First down.
Jones looking to throw. He's going to be caught by Tyler Warren. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Taylor. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Offense up to the line fast. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Now Jones on 4th down. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Purdy throwing here to start. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Get set. Yellow. Here we go. Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy on 1st down. On target Dragging to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a 49er first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here we go, boys. Heads up, heads up. Here we go, here we go. Yellow. Here we go. Up.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Second and 10. Again, it's Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's the end of one here. 7-0 is our score. Back to Levi Stadium right after this.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. From the red zone on first. And the Colts get to him. Down he goes. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
Come on, boys.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Yellow. Yellow, go ahead, go ahead.
From the gun is Purdy.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Get set, get set.
Third and short, here's Purdy. We'll have the first down and even more. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish off their opening drive. Isaac Guerrero with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here's Doolin. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
To throw again here on second and 10, Jones. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this third down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
He's got it, complete to Downs. He has it all the way inside the opposing 40.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. He's totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Second and 6 coming up here. Jones. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10.
Outside. 53.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Dump off, caught by his back. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Watch out. 21. Yellow. We go, boys. Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
We go. 18. We go. We go. Up.
From the gun, McCaffrey makes the tackle. So call it a half dozen on that run block. It's 2nd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
What's up? Yeah, you. Go ahead. Heads up. Up.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Purdy to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So the back does the work that time. Brock taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the 49ers tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. 1st and 10 now. Here's Jones. Downfield to Warren. He's got it. And no gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. They're to the 45. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. One play in blocking this drive is already in enemy territory. On 1st down, Jones. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Pistol now for Jones. Right side is reeled in by Warren. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. Badgley able to knock it through. And they've taken back the lead. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Badgley on to kick this one away. Trying to locate it. Oh, no! He lost it! And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Short pass brought in. And the Colts pick it up. Not much added after the recovery, partner, so that is where they'll take possession from the fumble.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Taylor now, up the middle. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Taylor again. Colts push their lead further to start the half. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts make it a 10-point ball game. Badgley on to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
More on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Yellow, right around set. Yellow. Stop.
Purdy looking to throw. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Outside. Yellow. 18.
Looking now from the gun. He's got Ayuk downfield. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. How about a big hitter, 30-40 yards there and a new set of downs.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. 18. Watch out.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And they take him down right along the 30. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Yellow. Up.
First down throw by Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
15 yards on the play. That's another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go. Yellow. Up.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT.
You know, Kay, we've worked